What is going on, y'all? This is Pay Me in Dividends. Welcome back to the channel. So I invested almost $60,000 into the Round Hill ETF WPAY, and in this video I want to show you guys exactly how much dividend income I received this week from this ETF. Keep in mind that this ETF does pay on a weekly basis, and the payments will fluctuate based on market conditions and the performance of the underlying assets of this ETF. Alright, so first I'm going to show you guys my position. This is a screenshot from my brokerage account. I do have 1,100 shares worth around $58,850 at the moment, and I received $856 in dividend income this week from this ETF. Now, I was only paid for 1,000 shares, and that is because I bought an additional 100 shares yesterday on payday, which was after the X date, obviously. So just if you're not aware, you need to buy your shares prior to the X date to be paid for those shares on the payday. All right, so they did pay 85 cents per share, and so again I was able to receive $856 just this week from WPAY, which is almost like a work check. All right, which is really cool. And what I did is I took that money and I used it to build out some other positions that I will show you guys in a future video. All right, so now let's talk about the importance of the entry price of these type of ETFs. All right, just keep in mind that WPAY does have leverage. It has 1.25 leverage, right? And so if you look at the chart, since inception it is up, but you see the fluctuations. All right, so when the index goes up, when the index moves down, WPAY tends to move at a faster rate. All right, so if the market is up 1%, WPAY will probably be up 1.2 to 1.5%. But just remember that it is the same on the downside as well. All right, so if the index is down, WPAY will amplify those losses as well, so you get it on both sides. But the good thing about this ETF is that it does pay on a weekly basis, and the underlying holdings, if you go down here to the top holdings, you can see they have really good companies in this ETF. All right, now one more thing I want to show you guys is my buddy Eugene put out a video recently about how this ETF makes money, and he made it was a very interesting video because what he did is he took the results of all of the individual holdings that are in WPAY. He uploaded those documents into ChatGPT, and then he was able to extrapolate a summary of how much money each individual holding in WPAY made, and these are the results. So this is a screenshot of his video towards the end of the video, and you can see that each individual company either made or lost money, but the result of it is that overall as a collective they made money. You can see the only two that were that have losses, swap losses, because remember they're not doing options on these individual holdings, they're using swap agreements. All right, so you can see Apple lost around 325,000, and so it slightly underperformed, and you can see Berkshire lost 7,000, but all of the other positions are in the plus. You can see the Nvidia ETF and the Palantir ETF are both multi-million-dollar gains. And so again, very interesting video, and it shows how this ETF is actually making money based off of the underlying holdings. All right, so again, this week I was paid $856. That is a position of 1,100 shares. Remember, I was only paid for 1,000 shares because I bought an additional 100 shares after X dividend date. All right, so I'm gonna keep you guys up to date on this position. I have a lot of optimism for this position moving forward, and I love the fact that it pays on a weekly basis because I'm able to take those dividends and either reinvest them back into WPAY or put them into other positions within the portfolio. All right, so the bottom line is I am now heavily invested into WPAY along with a couple other weekly paying ETFs that I've recently added to the portfolio. I will continue to strategically lower my WPAY cost basis over time when possible, but right now my priority for now is building out my other positions using the WPAY dividends, which I will update you guys on shortly in a future video, those other positions. But for now, we're going to talk about WPAY. All right, so you guys let me know in the comments, are you invested into WPAY? Is it part of your portfolio right now? Is it something that you're looking at? You guys let me know in the comments. If you did receive any dividend income, let me know in the comments how much you made. All right, so as always, I appreciate you stopping by the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.